We're live. And we're live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Instantly demonetized. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to All Things Lynchian Hangout number 5. Woo! And we got some exciting things to talk about. I'm not sure if this is going to be a very long one. I know Obnoxious Anonymous is going to go live in a few hours, so I don't want to overlap or compete with them. So I wanted to just make this quick little, just kind of check in. And there's some news. So why don't we just get right on into it? And as if you're on Twitter, if you're on the social medias, even Facebook's been kind of reporting on this, that there is a possible new film by David Lynch. That's right. I said a possible new film by David Lynch that's going to premiere at Cannes or however you want to pronounce it. And it's very, very exciting. Of course, this kind of went from mostly speculation to some concreteness, so to speak, today with an article by Variety. I want to pull it up here in just a moment. Give me just a moment. Okay, hold on, my computer's being difficult. If I update Chrome, I gotta reset. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. So let's see if this will work. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, everybody. So we got this headline. I haven't really read the full article yet, so this is kind of a reaction. Cannes Film Festival predictions include, remember, predictions, just to, level that out. Predictions include Lightyear, new films by David Lynch and David Cronenberg, which is very exciting. We'll go on to the Lynch snippet. Most surprisingly, according to two well-informed sources, there will even be a David Lynch feature film, which has been completely off the radar and stars Laura Dern or as a cameo or a supporting role, along with some other Lynch regulars. So that's kind of the tidbit that that is being shared. That's all we know. It's confirmed by two sources, apparently, which is very exciting. I'm not sure what those sources are. Let me just take off the screen share. There we go. So that's all that's kind of being reported as of yet. Of course, this can also change. There have been some rumblings on Twitter I've been following. If you follow me on Twitter at Lynchian, I've been retweeting and sharing different posts about this, trying to, help with the momentum, even though it doesn't really need my help because David Lynch is trending on Twitter, which is a very exciting thing, as well as Twin Peaks. I'm not really sure what this all could be. I can only speculate at this point. But I do believe firmly that there is something new by David Lynch that is going to be premiering at Cannes Film Festival, and hopefully we will get whatever it is that he's showing to the public soon after. That's kind of how it works. They kind of premiere their stuff at Cannes Film Festival, then they release said film or miniseries or whatever it could be a few months later. Though I believe the premiere of The Return premiered at Cannes Film Festival, but it also kind of went on into on air at least a few weeks later because it premiered in May. So we could just be getting it as soon as possible. You never know. Could just be a YouTube thing too. Let's not rule that out. Maybe this is saying, fuck it to all these streaming services, and maybe you just premiere it on his YouTube channel, which would be a pretty bold thing to do. I don't think he would probably want to do that though. Just my thoughts on that. Just knowing Lynch, knowing his process of releasing things. This would be a very Lynchian thing to do, record a film or a project in secret. Maybe not so secret, because there were rumblings between what was called Wisteria and Recorded Nights. Maybe they're the same thing, maybe they're two different things, I'm not sure. But Wisteria and Recorded Nights, this could be that. It could take place within, a lot of us believe that all of Lynch's films kind of exists in the same universe, as well as with Twin Peaks. I'm definitely coming more on board with that. I'm very excited to see whatever this is. I'm not really going to throw out too many ideas out there, because I don't want to. I want my expectations kind of subverted. So I like to kind of go into things without expectation and just kind of see where it will lead. So I can be kind of surprised. So I won't be disappointed if it's not the thing that I was hoping for. That's kind of my viewpoint into it. I know I've been kind of not infamously, but I was kind of a naysayer when it came to Wisteria. Like, I didn't think it had anything to do with Twin Peaks. I didn't think Intercord I had anything to do with Twin Peaks. I thought Twin Peaks was dead and gone. But after kind of stewing on it a little bit, I'm kind of coming around to maybe believing that it could very well take place in the Twin Peaks universe. I just didn't think that Showtime or CBS would want to let go of Twin Peaks to Netflix, because that was the big rumor that it was going to Netflix. And even with the series being taken off Netflix, I had reason to believe that it maybe had nothing to do with Twin Peaks. Of course, maybe all that stuff has fallen through with Netflix, and maybe this is going to be on something else. You never know. Or it could go to Netflix. We probably won't know till even after the Cannes Film Festival, even. I mean, it's not out of the question that titles can be announced just like seconds before the thing is going to premiere. And so it could just be Untitled David Lynch Project, which would be enticing in and within itself. I really think that's really something really interesting. So we're gonna keep maybe not keep our fingers crossed, but just kind of hope that whatever this is, it will be insane, it will be batshit crazy, it will be something to witness upon. The Lynchian gods have shined on us to give us something new from Mr. Lynch. I think that's a very, very special thing. But going back to my original thoughts on Wisteria and Unrecorded Nights, I kind of got to backtrack. And the initial Wisteria video I made, I did kind of come off as kind of being an asshole. That wasn't my intention. I was just being hyperbolic, and I didn't want it to be a big thing. But I guess people were in disagreement with me, and it was a whole big thing. We can agree to disagree. I kind of didn't really understand the fact that David Lynch was taking over Twin Peaks Productions. So I didn't really realize that all the rights were going to him, and so that he could maybe shop it around anywhere that he could choose or decide on. And given the fact that he was unhappy with Showtime and Netflix, not Netflix, but he was upset with Showtime. There we go. I had a brain fart there. He was upset with Showtime that the way they were filming things, the fast pace of television, is something that not to his liking. Maybe he wants to take his time, and maybe he's taken the last 2 years to make this thing and whatever it is, and he's going at his own pace. I mean, he's older too, and he's got to kind of go at things the way he wants to. Maybe he wants, as he says, room to dream, so to speak, and kind of go in and kind of go further with that. I think it's exciting thing. I'm more open-minded now to this being something that could be possibly be Twin Peaks related, maybe within the same universe. I think it'd be really interesting if they just didn't call it Twin Peaks and it was the same like characters, maybe dealing with Twin Peaks in this alternate timeline that we seem to be a part of. That seems to be where we're going into at the end of The Return. I personally really love the ending of The Return. I think it's a really great ending for the series. That's just me, agree to disagree. But I am curious to see what happened after those lights went out. I mean, I assume that they defeated Judy and that all of that, was the kind of end goal of the return as in the series. And whether or not you kind of believe that or not, I think it'd be very exciting to see what other mysteries and confusion he wants to explore within this new incarnation. Or maybe it's just something completely different. But like I said, most of us believe that a lot of the David Lynch films, kind of exists within their own universe. And Mulholland Drive kind of started out as a Twin Peaks spinoff and became its own thing, but that doesn't mean that Mulholland Drive doesn't take place within the Twin Peaks universe. And I even thought that maybe Diane from Mulholland Drive was the same Diane that was with the FBI with Cooper. That was the theory, because I know Naomi Watts was going to be, before I saw The Return, I knew that she was on the cast. So I was personally speculating that she could be the Diane. Of course, she wasn't. That was just a little prediction that I had, and it just didn't work out. But I still enjoyed The Return immensely. I still do enjoy The Return on rewatch and things like that. And specifically, also Lost Highway. When I know there's an interview, I've not been able to retrack it down. This quote. But Lynch did mention in an interview that Lost Highway takes place in the Twin Peaks universe. He said that specifically of Lost Highway. Now, for those of you who this hasn't been like widely shared on social media, but apparently there's going to be a 4K release of Lost Highway from Criterion. Again, Criterion 4K release of Lost Highway. I think that is really, really amazing if true. I'm also pretty sure they're going to be releasing a 4K or HD restoration of Inland Empire, which it's still exciting. I like Lost Highway a lot better than Inland Empire. I still love Inland Empire. Lost Highway is like my second favorite Lynch film next to Mulholland Drive. So I always have a special place for that in my heart. So I want to share something real quick. Give me just a moment. Boom. As you can see, this some artwork. It says new title announcement. This is from TDF, the Disc Father. Shared on March 3rd, so this is quite a while ago, but it has this artwork, which it says artwork TBD, to be determined, which it's fine, but whatever artwork that they want to do, I'm sure will be really great. But what I really love, I just really love this artwork, this kind of dissolve kind of with the road and Alice, or is her name Renee, or is it Renee and Alice? I think one's Renee, one's Alice, or they're both Alice. I'm not really sure, but I love this fucking artwork so much. I hope they go with this. I don't know if this is just a fan artwork, but I think this would be a really cool little release for Lost Highway. I want to just kind of put up closer so you can see. I'm not sure if there's any other like images that we can possibly see with this. But like I said, this wasn't really making the rounds on Twitter or anything, and I wanted to share it just because I still love Lost Highway. I still watch it. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know I have a podcast, the Cinema Enigma podcast, and where we actually just recorded a little sneak peek information. We actually recorded an episode on Lost Highway, which is I'm very excited about. That will be coming out later in the month of April. I might share it on this channel too, because we also did an episode of Mulholland Drive, which I really like. And of course, the podcast is only on like Spotify and iTunes, but I might share that on the channel. So I can give you guys, access to it in case you're not into going on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or whatever. And so I really love this artwork. I love that it's Criterion. I think this is amazing. And yeah, other than that, that's really all I got. And looks like we got Cameron and Joey in the chat. Hello, Cameron. Hello, Joey. Hope you guys are doing well. Joey, I saw your video earlier. It was really cool. I'm glad this is kind of spreading around in our community. I kind of consider us a subsection community of YouTubers, of me, Take the Ring, Joey, Cameron, the vlog lady too. And others, we kind of all mingle, and we all kind of coexist within each other, and it's a really special thing. I think we're keeping the Lynch stuff alive. We're keeping the Twin Peaks David Lynch stuff kind of alive, even though people aren't really talking about. Of course, they have like million podcasts dedicated to rewatches of Twin Peaks, which is cool. I haven't really checked most of those out. But yeah, it's always a really great thing to have like-minded individuals kind of come together. Of course, there's Twin Peaks Coffee Time. Can't not mention them with James. I think they're a lot of fun, and yeah. But I'm not really sure what else I can add to this. Like I said, I'm kind of keeping my expectations light. I would love anything new with David Lynch. If it is sort of a continuation of Twin Peaks, then I would personally like to see what happens after those lights went out in the Palmer house. Will Dale Cooper or will Richard and Linda be the same, or are they going to coexist in this world? Are they going to have a house together? These are things I'm kind of thinking about now, but I don't want to get too far down like a rabbit hole or anything. So I want to keep my expectations light, like I said. But that ending is something I think about constantly. I'll be doing a video on that closer to September. Hopefully, it's a video I've been wanting to work on for years. I even have some of it written out. Kind of going over the finale of The Return. It's 5 years, it's been 5 years since The Return, and it's been a while. The world is kind of different than it was back in 2017. We've all kind of grown and evolved and de-evolved in certain ways, and it's very, very interesting how the world has been post-return and pre-return. So PR, like BC, before Christ, after Christ, or I don't know. But yeah, just thinking about the implications of that ending and what that could bring, I mean, obviously, if this Wisteria Unrecorded Night thing, is related to it, we've had a lot of people sharing a lot about the Wisteria stuff. It's probably under lock and key. I think, even though Mark Frost says he's not a part of this, he could not be telling the truth. He could be like, it could be sworn to secrecy again. They could be under contract not to talk about it, not to mention it. Maybe it left a bad taste in Lynch's mouth after The Return, after they filmed the ending in front of all those people. I think that would be very disappointing for him, and that would be disappointing for anyone, working on something they're very passionate about, and just have it, exposed like that before he's ready to present it in a way. So, I think all possibilities are, no speculation is necessarily wrong or bad. I think it's fun to speculate. But I haven't really thought too much about what it could be. If Naomi Watts and Laura Dern are part of it, that'd be great. We didn't really get any scenes with them together in the return, even though they're sisters. That's one thing about the return I didn't really get, like why even mention their sisters if you're not going to do anything about that. But it's fine. Um, it's fine. But yeah, other than that, I really got nothing else. If you go the Obnoxious Anonymous later, he's going to be live probably an hour and a half or so, I believe. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to checking that out. Of course, if you're watching this later, please comment and please subscribe if you want more Lynchian content. Also want to just say thank you, everyone, for getting us to 400 plus subscribers. I know that's not a lot of subscribers, but it is something, and it means a lot to me that you subscribe and check out my ramblings on David Lynch and Twin Peaks and all that. Even though it's been kind of a difficult journey with this channel, trying to be consistent on top of getting my videos taken down by YouTube because of copyright bullshit and things like that. But I still carry on, and I'm still very devoted to this channel, even though I don't post a lot. I'm definitely planning on doing some more videos. Maybe trying to do like 2 videos a month, because I also have another channel, George Reviews. It's kind of my main channel. Even though it doesn't have as many subscribers as All Things Lynchian, it is still kind of it's more of a free for all different kinds of films. And though David Lynch is my favorite filmmaker, and I love everything he does, pretty much. I also love a lot of other films. I love Fincher, I love Kubrick. I love Nicholas Winding Refn. I love a lot of these other filmmakers and other films, new and old, that I talk about on that channel. So if you haven't subscribed there, please do. George Reviews on YouTube. It's definitely going to be posting more on there. And again, just thank you for 400 subscribers. I might do a video or a special. So every 100 subscribers, I like to do a little shout out to you guys and saying thank you. I've really enjoyed this journey. I've really enjoyed this journey on Queen of Hearts in particular. That was one of the first videos I posted on this channel. Was me kind of making a little promo on Windows on iMovie actually. So the editing is not great on that, but it is very, very cool. It was very, very fun to do, and just this kind of support, a fan film, and that has to do with Twin Peaks. And I think Queen of Hearts is really something special. Whatever happens with this new project, even if it's about Annie Blackburn, if it has anything to do with that, I still feel that this project, Queen of Hearts, is something to be special and should be cherished. And I hope it stays online forever, and so we can, watch it. I might actually do a marathon before Act 5 comes out. Maybe watching all the 4 acts back to back, giving commentary. Even though I've kind of done those reaction videos already, I think it'd be something fun to do. To kind of get more momentum for Queen of Hearts, because I know it definitely deserves a lot more than it gets. It's kind of hard being on YouTube and trying to get momentum for your stuff, trying to get people to watch your videos, let alone like a fan film that has like money behind it. And I can imagine that it's very difficult to keep it going, and a motivation. Bilar Zafar says hello, Bilal. below. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Mark gives a thumbs up. Thank you, Mark. And Cameron and Joey also commented earlier. That's great. But I think I want to sign off here. Like I said, Cameron's going to be going live on Obnoxious and Anonymous. I'll definitely be there in the chat at the very least. I'm really excited to see what he talks about. As Coop would say, yes, Mark, holy smokes. Jesus jumping George. Or what was it? What was that saying? Something jumping George? Holy jumping George. I think that was it. I could be wrong. But yeah, so I think that's going to be more in depth. They're going to probably say a lot more interesting things than I can kind of conjure up at the moment. And I'm just kind of waiting on for more information. We might not even get more information till after cons. Maybe they'll make a formal announcement then. I don't think he's going to be announcing it on his weather report. Just a hunch of mine, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. I think we're all in this together. We're all fans of David Lynch and Twin Peaks, and we all want to see more David Lynch. It's been good 15-ish years since Inland Empire. Though the return, it's been 5 years. It's been a while since we've gone some new David Lynch. It took them 5 years to write and make the return. So maybe it took him 5 years to do whatever this is too, Maybe he's been slowly working this on secret, and it's something to be excited about, as I've said. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. Stop rambling. Thank you so much for tuning into this. Please leave a like, subscribe for more Lynchian content. We'll be getting some more videos soon, and we'll be doing a 400 subscriber special maybe next week or in the coming weeks. So stay tuned for that. Really appreciate. And if you want to reach out to me, I'm on Twitter at capital A, capital L Lynchian. So A Lynchian. If you'd like to come on the show on the Lynchian Hangout, please get in touch with me. I'd love to talk to you. Anyone. Definitely, I've been in talks with a few people trying to negotiate, schedules to kind of see who is available. But definitely expect some guests to come on. I know I had a guest a while back, and that was a lot of fun. And I'm hoping to get different guests on. And so if you're interested in coming on and just talking all things Lynchian, I'm not really good at these things like solo, just because I like to bounce off people. I'm a lot better, I'm more engaged. I feel like it's more engaging when I'm bouncing off someone. I can only talk so much just on my own, without some sort of activity, and I can't really speak on this project. So anyways, thanks for watching. Reach out to me if you want to be on one of these Lynchian Hangouts, or just subscribe and keep following the channel, and we'll see you on the next video. Until then,